Hi all, welcome back to more Fields of Fire, playtest in Volume 3, The Falklands War. This is the Goose Green campaign. This is the up-to-date Mission 2, which they kind of tweaked a little bit. This is my part 5, and we're about to start game turn 5. So let's have a reminder of what's happened. Well, we needed a new bit of table. We needed a bigger table to add that card in. Yeah, we got... Just try to catch up myself here. I've just pressed record while I just sat down. I didn't study anything before. Yeah, unfortunately, I ended up with another casualty, which we've got 3 of now. So not good. We're not even halfway through and got 3 casualties. So I want to start being a bit more careful. Well, there's not enough of what I could have done about that one. It was an assault team. We just got unlucky with the card draws. The other ones, however, were they not the ones that he shifted fire onto? So that's something to be thinking more about, I think, when I make my moves in future. Yeah, but what we've realised here, these two do not have any targets. So if it comes round to their enemy activity check, they are just going to leave the map as long as we don't put anything in their line of sight. So I'm as well doing that, and then at least it lets them move on, and then we can... So basically I don't want to... that's where the casualty is. I don't want to move on to this card, or this card. Not that I don't think I'd be able to reach that card, but I don't want to move on to this one anyway. Or in fact, actually, Grant, or onto our objective here, because that's a hill. So he would be able to see that card. Yeah, so we don't want to make a move onto that as well. Okay, so hopefully I'll stay switched onto that. Right, let's just get going. Commands wise, not too bad. Second platoon's a bit lacking, but everybody else is okay looking. Right, let's just push on. I've got a little bit of time, not an awful lot, but I'm hoping maybe I can just squeeze a part in just now, and then I'll get back for a part later on. Right, so friendly hire. Anything to talk about? Andrew's made a few comments, I think, but again, nothing that I need to sort of say, oh, stop, wait, let's resolve this, and I've been doing this wrong, or whatever. I don't believe. I even think the last few comments were... Yeah, I don't... There's nothing jumping out there, so I'll leave it for now, and if it becomes relevant, I'll speak about it later. Okay, so friendly higher HQ event. No, there's not one. Right, so friendly command phase. Where is our company HQ? I think he's in here now, isn't he? Yeah, sitting under cover, which is obviously the plan, to try and keep him under a cover marker. So if he was to move up a row, it'd probably be better moving him up under that cover marker. On saying that, don't think these guys are going to move, because like I've just said about the issue with... Well, this card would be safe, I suppose. I mean, it's a potential contact though, so... Yeah, well, he could go up. There's an assault team sitting here waiting to move up to there, so... But if I move them up to there, I don't have cover, so... it's not a huge biggie. Right, anyways, veteran, he's undercover, he's getting a +2. Yeah, and we are still at contact, and that is because we're still firing on this card, even though there's nothing there. We are still firing there, so whenever there is a VOF on the map, it won't go back to no contact until that VOF dropped off. And I was kind of strategically wanting to leave that on. Well, one reason to keep it at contact for potential contacts A and B's, because if you're not no contact, it's just an automatic result. And the other one was I would like to attempt an infiltrate up onto this card under these trenches, because there's a potential contact marker there. While that VOF's there, we can do that. Right. So +2 to this draw. So 4 +2 is 6. So nice start. He had 2. He's got 8. he can spend 6. So, right, let's see, what do we want to do? Well, yeah, I think I'd like something moved up onto there. Now, did I say this card was safe? Yeah, that is, isn't it? It's this one that's a problem, so don't move anything onto that. Not this turn, Grant. But yeah, this one is fine. And although I want to go and rescue that guy at some point, not right now because of that situation. So, I mean, I could platoon move second platoon up into here and then move that assault team on. Yeah, we've got a fire team here. Well, was I not tempted? I've got an assault team up the back there as well. Well, if we trigger a contact here, then he is going to go... In fact, he's not going to have a choice. He's going to go here. If you send one of the 2-step squads, though, you're at least going under trenches. You've got a chance of infiltrating. And, well, yeah, you're going to be under trenches. So do we really need to... well, that's second platoon, so we're definitely activating second platoon because he's not got many commands at all. So that was 1. First and third... This is third here, so can't really see third doing much this turn. And first, like we said, can't move into here. It could go up to there actually. Yeah, it could go up to there. We'll send something up to there, maybe them up to there, and maybe just use the COH, the company HQ, to move up there. And okay, he's not under a cover, but he could have a wee seat cover, I suppose, if he's got spare commands, or a spare command. I need to watch, actually, this guy, we need to watch this guy. Don't want to leave this behind. Well, actually, the Sergeant Major, that's where the Sergeant Major is. How many commands has he got? 4. Yeah, and then once we've moved on that card, we want to call a ceasefire. Yeah, this is not going to be able to catch up with the platoon unless you don't move them, of course. Maybe just leave them there then, until that scout section rifle group's moved up, maybe. So yeah, you find out what you want to activate. So I don't think I want to activate third. I've activated second. I think I want to activate the Sergeant Major. Where's the second in command? He's up there, beside first. You know, in actual fact, he could move along there and give that an order. So why don't we activate. That's down to 5. Yeah. And probably just activate first. Maybe just leave third. So that's just down to 4. That's I spent 4 commands activating the 4. Yeah. And we'll leave third platoon because I don't see the need to be moving him. So 2 commands still left to spend. I do want to kind of move them up, but not really sure of the urgency of it all. But yeah, I think I'll spend 1 more command to move the company headquarters up into here. Not so sure I'm going to use the command. He does have 1 more he could spend, but I could just save 3. And I think use the second in command to come across and send that assault team up. And I think maybe just do what I said with second platoon. Just do the whole changing that in the assault team, maybe moving it up or sending a section up, but leaving the platoon there until this catches up, maybe. Yeah, because it doesn't feel like there's a rush. I think we're moving along pretty quickly, to be honest. So are we saving the last 3 commands? It does mean he's not going to be under cover here. I mean, I did say about seeking cover, maybe. I mean, it's spending a command to gain a command for next turn, because it'll end up, well, if he finds the cover, that is, it'll end up him being undercover, obviously. Remember, well, I can only spend 1 command, so I can only either do that or does mean that assault team will not be under cover, so when the second in command moves across, he's not going to be under cover. Is that a big deal, Grant? Okay, well, I'll spend that his last command and we'll seek cover. Because it is a 3-card draw here. I won't be able to exhort this. Well, actually, it's 3 cards plus he's veteran. So it's a 4-card draw looking for cover. So, here we go. No. Come on. Oof, last card. I needed that 4th card. There you go. Right, so yes, we find the cover. Just basic cover. Yeah, one here. Now, I just need to remember that when I do bring that second in command across, he can't move under the cover, or then he'll not be able to communicate with that assault team. Well, he could move across first, give that an order, and then move under the cover, but that's 2 commands to do that. So if he's flush with commands, maybe, I suppose. Right, who's next? So we've got first, second, sergeant major, second in command. They're all being activated. Well, is first going to platoon move up to the beach cliff, maybe? We're going to let second take care of that. Well, I think I'll maybe do second first, actually. Because he's the one with the well, yeah, I want to see what many commands he gets, because that could be relevant. If he gets a poor draw here, we might not be able to do... So he's not under cover, and he's line, so we're going to draw for him first. So this is unmodified. That's good. I think he's got 1 saved, yeah. Couldn't really have asked for much more than that. Well, a 5 or a 6 would have been nice, but 4 on top of the 1. So he's got 5. It's just that. Well, it depends again. Do you want to... I don't really want to leave this fire team lying about. However, what's this? Yeah, that's 3 steps because we put that stretcher team that was there back into it. I don't want to leave this fire team left behind. So either put that back into one of the sections and then move a section up. That's 2 commands. Or I turn that into an assault team and then move it up. And that's 2 commands as well. I'm feeling a bit more... Well, hold on though. You are going to cease fire. So... Yeah, you're going to cease fire. So you're going to return to no contact when you go and look at this contact marker. And it's a possibility that's a B. And if it is a B and no contact, that's automatic. It's going to just trigger a package. However, hang on though. You are going to move this up to this contact A, so that will trigger first. The thing is, that is definitely going to be a contact, right? You're not going to draw cards for that. Well, I can't really avoid that, can I? Unless I leave the small arms fire there. Which, I don't know. Might depend on if he infiltrates successfully. Okay, what's it to be then, Grant? What's it to be? Yeah, I think the fact, I mean, if we get under the trenches, +2, and then you've got the mast, it's a +3. As long as you infiltrate, that's sitting at a +3. I mean, if they come in with your automatic weapons, that reduces it to +2. That's pretty good odds. I don't know. It kind of feels like an assault team would be better used here. I think. I've lost three casualties already as well. So I'm a bit reluctant. Not that assault team can't just as easily become a casualty as a squad. But if I send a 2-step squad, there is a chance. I mean, you could get the CC result. That's 2 casualties. So, whereas if you get that on a 1-step, then you're only taking the 1, aren't you? I think I'm going to convert this fire team. So he's got 5 commands. I'm going to convert it to an assault team. Yeah, because it's not that we need to look for cover as well. So, if it had been I wanted to look for cover, then maybe I would have sent the section. It's not that I need to do anything more with the assault team. So now I'm going to give the assault team, and plus both these sections are line. It's not as if one of them are veteran. I'm going to have an extra card draw because the veteran section's back here. So I'm going to use one more command to attempt to infiltrate under these trenches. So that's line, and it's a 2-card draw. We could exhort this, which I probably will. I'd rather just draw it right here, but here we go. Yes, brilliant. So we get lucky with that one. So he succeeds at his infiltration. 3 commands left for 2nd platoon. Probably not doing anything else then if you just want to sit there. I think so. I mean, I could platoon move it up to here, but I don't think we'll do that. I think we'll just wait and let this come up and join you, and then you've got a platoon move with this guy that was out of place a little bit. In fact, just by moving up, I don't even need the ceasefire, do I? Of course, the other thing is, do you want to leave the small arms fire there? It is just a +0. It would mean that you're sitting at contact. It would mean that this is not going to be an automatic, or maybe this being an automatic if it's a B. That's tempting. But I did conclude that by moving this section into here, I started thinking at first that the PDF would follow and still keep firing on that card, but I don't think I read that. I looked in the rules last night, didn't I? And I concluded that no, if moving to another card, you would then check the situation and see. So then he would say, well, that it can't fire on that. There's nothing to fire at. There's a friendly on that card. So if I do move these at all, that is definitely going to go away. Well, there's nothing you can really do unless you just want to leave that squad sitting there. But I don't really think I want to do that. So let's just accept the fact you're going to get an enemy appearing, at least one. Thing is, this one's it's going to appear here, isn't it? Unless, of course, you don't move up there. Well, we've already said we can't move into this one yet. We don't want to, because that's then going to have line of sight on that. We could move up to one of these 2 cards as an assault team under there, but again, they're poor cover. If it was something that had better cover, if it moved one of this gully valley again, but I can't move up there. I don't want it as well though, again, because it's going to be a line of sight. It's just 1st platoon could go up there and then send that assault team away, but these are Bs as well, so they're going to be automatic as well. Maybe there's something to be said for leaving that section back there then. and just having that small arms fire. Because it is just a 0. We're going to be sitting at a +2 with a mist. We're going to be sitting at a +3. I take my chances with that. And we don't know what this is going to end up. But while we've got that VOF there's a chance that might become nothing. However, if it's a C and we remove this VOF, there's still a chance it might become nothing. Decisions. Right, well, I'm sure second platoon's done. He's done enough. I definitely don't feel like they need to move him. So we're just going to save his other 3 that he had. So now we've got first Sergeant Major and second in command. Yeah, you're gonna have to make a decision pretty soon, Grant. Right, let's do first then. So first platoon's got 3 commands saved. He's not undercover, he's line, so unmodified large number. It was a 4, so nice again. Getting some nice draws here, so that's up to 7. So pretty sure he's platoon moving up into the beach cliff under that cover marker. Now, we are on game turn 5 here. So just a little thought, Grant, that event is between game turns 5 and 7, I think. And I think that's kind of nasty. Again, I've not fully studied it. I just noticed that it was going to play some PC markers a bit like the counter-attack. Maybe not as brutal. Yeah, but you can't just sit thinking, oh, I've got to wait until turn 8 before I move. You can't do that. That's daft. Okay, so I'm going to platoon move first platoon up under this cover and our objective, the beach cliff, our secondary objective, the beach cliff. So that's going to cost me 2 commands, down to 5, so I'll get these guys moved up. Okay, that's them moved up, so the whole platoon is up there, exposed. The assault team is not exposed, but they're all under the cover marker, all the stuff on the card. Yeah, you can't just wait. I think we accept that we're going to get a contact here. And I mean, sort of the good thing about it, if we move it up, if it happens to be up here, then it's going to trigger up top. Then we've then cleared the card, and we could possibly back up. Well, mind you, they can see right through this card, can't they? Yeah, that's poor terrain up there. But yeah, I don't see how you can just avoid these contacts, Grant, by trying to leave this volume of fire on this card. I think it's silly, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to spend one more command and send that assault team forward. So, yeah, probably just into that one. Might not make too much difference. Well, we can't have a package out to the top right, or the right for that matter, which I noticed last night. I thought, oh, you can have one out to the left or out to the right. That's new. Okay, he's going to be exposed, Grant. He's got 4 commands left. Yeah, let's just leave it at that, I think. I mean, unless you want to be extra daring and break off another assault team, send it up into this one. No, I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I'm just going to save the 4 and see what happens, I think. Right, so if we do remove our VOF, that is going to be an automatic, and we don't know what this is as well. This could be if this is a B, we're going to have to randomise between the two. One of them will become automatic, then the other one probably going to have to draw cards for that. So we've got, Sergeant Major, second in command. Yeah, I don't know about sending that up now. I'm kind of reluctant. So that's just got 2 potential contacts. I mean, do I want to be sending this? Well, what will happen there is if we move it to there, that's going to be the only A. That's going to happen automatically. Well, maybe that's better in a way, and then we find out. Yeah. Who are we looking for cover with? I mean, general initiative wise, I wouldn't mind cover there, so it would be a 2 we'd be looking for, which isn't terrible. Okay, let's do the Sergeant Major first. So he's got 4 commands saved. He's also under cover, and he's veteran. So gets a +2 to this. Right, only got a 2, but a +2 that boosts it up to a 4, which is fine. Oops. Right, so he's got 8. Again, of which you can spend 6. Okay, so yeah, so he's going to move this up. So he gives 1 command to send that section up. Which will be exposed. And then probably move up himself then. And when that happens, he doesn't have a VOF himself. So when that happens, that drops off, and so does that. And now we are at no contact, unfortunately. Oh, hold on. I lie. Ah, no, they're not spotted. I was saying we've got 2 enemies on the map, but I think they need to be spotted, don't they? No contact, no VIA for PDF markers on the map, and no enemy units have been spotted. That's a pity. Can I not? No, well, obviously you can't see them, Grant, because the whole point is you don't want them seeing you. Well, can I not? No. No, I can't even see that guy up there because they've only got long range. So if that wasn't a hill, I would be able to attempt to spot that guy from here, and he would not be able to. Well, mind you, he's still got a line of sight on you. So would they not do something different in the activity check? No, because he'd be. Oh, hold on. Not under fire and no line of sight to an opposing unit. That would not be true then. But I don't know what I think what he would do is nothing. He would just do nothing and sit there. Anyway, that's not the case. The hill is in the way. So, and they're unspotted. So we are at no contact, sadly. Right, and then Sergeant Major, well, I think he's going to move up himself as well. And is he not just better just following this guy up? 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, there's only 12 steps. Yeah, he's as well moving up. So, and yeah, I mean, I suppose I could put him in there. I don't. Yeah, there's no benefit. I think I'll just move him up there beside the rest. He will be exposed as well, and that will have cost him another command. Yeah, nothing else he can do. So he's got 6. He's going to save these 6. Right. Second in command is not undercover. He's line. He's got 2 commands saved. Unmodified. Big number. Wow, 6. Right, that could be a waste then. Well, yeah, just off of 1, I think. So he's got 8. I don't think I need a wee red cube for this one because I don't think. So have we got a cover here? Yeah. Ah, no, remember Grant, you can't move under the cover. Well, actually I could use up that extra command, I suppose. So I will say that by moving that off of there's a chance that this package might trigger on this card, now that we've found out that they can go left and right. But would that be an issue? He still needs to be firing on that. In fact, that would probably be quite good, because we'd be adjacent to that card there. Right, let's just get on with that. So he's going to move across there for one command. He's going to then spend another command to give this assault team an order to move up into here. Let's just do it. It feels like a bit of a suicide mission, that one, but you never know. And then I'm going to actually... is there any point? Because he can save 6, and I'm sitting at 6 just now. I was thinking about moving under the cover. Well, it does give him an extra card draw. Yeah, let's do it. So I'm going to spend one more, and then he's going to... he should be exposed at the moment, but I'm putting him under here as well. So spend one more, and then he's going to move under the cover on this card. And he can do that even being exposed. He's just moving within the card. So he's got 5. He's saved 5. That's fine. Okay. Right, and then... Initiative, we've got 3rd Platoon, who is here. He's actually undercover as well, so he's... Right, so line quality, undercover, so he gets a +1 in the small number. So it's a 3 + 1 is 4. That was a good draw as well. He had 3, he's got 7, and fortunately he's not going to do anything, is he? No. Yeah, we decided that he can't really... I mean, he can't move up. Well, he could, but that's silly. Getting in that guy's line of sight is silly right now. Yeah, so he's just going to lose a point and save 6. But that's good for the next turn. Okay, general initiative. I'd like a 2, because I've got these 2 guys that are exposed. And this is definitely triggering a contact, and well, there's a high chance of that one too. Anyway, so it's unmodified small number, looking for a 2. A 1. Well, could have been a 0, I suppose. Sorry, dog barking. So which one? Well, this one's definitely going to trigger, so you should go for that one, really, Grant. They're both 2-card draws. They're both unmodified draws. Yeah, makes sense, doesn't it? So we're going to set seat cover here. It's a 2-card draw, looking for cover. No modifications. Here we go. No, come on. Yes. Yes. Well, gives them a bit of hope. Gives them a bit of hope. And you'll get the mist as well. Well, hopefully you'll get the mist. Might depend on the package. Right, general initiative done. Right, let's zip through this, because I need to get some other things done. So enemy higher HQ event. Here we go. There's not one. Right, enemy activity. So we've got 2 enemies. Now, I don't really need to draw a card for these either, do I? I mean, technically I suppose I should. But they're both going to be doing nothing. Right, Jesse, sheesh. Yeah, because they're both going to come down and not under fire and no line of sight to an opposing unit. Yeah, it seems silly drawing a card here. Because they're both going to do exactly the same thing. So it's remove a unit and place a PC marker. And sorry, I maybe should. So you can see that none of the above apply. The they're good order units, but they're not on the same card as opposing unit. They don't have an A, G, or H without ammo. They are not under fire, and they have no line of sight to an opposing unit. So it's automatic for no matter what their stance is, tactics are. Remove unit, place PC marker 8.6.2. Let me see if I can find that. 8.6.2. Telling you about the activity checks, I think. Yeah, I think it just says that on occasion you can have that case where I'm just going to move away, aren't I? I think it's that one there, is it? Note that some enemy activity hierarchy results will call for an enemy unit to be removed and be replaced with a PC marker on its current card. In all such cases, place the same letter PC marker that the enemy package was drawn from. If there's a PC marker already present, do not place another one. Simply remove the enemy unit. And it's got a note there, don't think too much about this. Draw a random number if it's no longer certain to which PC marker called this unit. Well, I think we should be able to work out what it was. And it doesn't really matter, because they're going away and they're going to place PC markers on cards that we cannot move on to anyway. And it was this guy that triggered the package. That's in the row that had PC marker A's, so in fact I should flip one of these over, it should be an A. So these are just going away. I'm not going to randomise between the two because I don't see the point in this one. I know it does say that you should do that, so, but I think you can see that it's a waste of a card draw. Actually, sorry, the trenches would stay, not that we can benefit from them. So, and then that would be an A on there, and we need another A up here as well, but that's kind of irrelevant, isn't it? Oh, I also noticed that I'm randomly drawing squads and machine guns. Well, it doesn't actually say that in this mission. It did. It referenced that in the first mission because it mattered, because some of them have night vision. It says select randomly, some have night vision, but it doesn't say that in this mission, so me sort of randomly drawing them out the cup. It's no biggie though, but I suppose that's that. Right, that's only activity, that's only enemies on the map. So, and we're still now at no contact, so we're going to get some enemies. We're definitely going to get one. Potentially we could end up with 3. So, enemy activity done, capture segment and retreat segment, none of that. We do have a casualty up there, but, well, actually that's the one that happens in Queen Up, but we need another company aid post up there. But now that the enemy's away, we can freely move up now next turn, so that's fine. So nothing to rescue or capture. Fire mission update, none of that. Right, potential contacts. Right, here we go. So we do have an A. Well, I've got to check this one out now, haven't we? We've got an A here. We've got a B here, and we need to look at this, and it is a B this time. So that's a bit of a blow. Right, so we're at no contact though, and we check the A first, and you can see that A is automatic, right? So that's definitely triggering a package. And what package is it triggering, you may ask? Well, let's go and find out. So this is the guy, he found the cover, so he's got that going on, but the card itself is a barren hill, isn't it? So, right, so it's a PCA marker. So randomise on a 10, we get a 4. So on the A column, a 4 is package 7. I want to say we've had package 7 already. In fact, was that not the one we just... No, it's not. So 4 is package 7. That's maybe not terrible. It's a machine gun in the trenches. So it's a machine gun position, which is a machine gun team in trenches. So get a machine gun team, get some trenches. That's a bunker. There we go. And he's going to be unspotted. He's going to place a VOF PDF. Not going to be spotted, and he's going at maximum line of sight range. So, let's see where he's going to go. Well, we could probably just, rather than move up, to be honest, he can go pretty much anywhere here, I think. And that also means left or right, I think, now that we found out that they can do that. So this is on row... It's on row 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's on row 4, so we are using this table. And the column is column 1. So we're drawing on a 10. No, it's not column 1, sorry, my bad. It's column 2. Yeah, it's column 2. Again, we're drawing on a 10. I think they're both the same, actually. Yeah, they are. So, on a 10, we've got a 6. So a 6 on column 2 is 4 to 7. So it is directly ahead. No, it's going to go further back. This is just not that gully valley. The white borders are on the top and bottom. So there's a situation there. This is the trigger in card. So he wants to go forward at max line of sight. However, you can see these are both white bordered. So it does mean he's going to go off the table. That's right, isn't it, Grant? Well, actually, you know what? It wouldn't have mattered if that had been green border, because this is up on a hill, isn't it? So he can go at long range. So we're going to have to draw a terrain card at the back there. So we'll draw the top terrain card, and we get something bad, I hope. Bar scores. Okay, so he is... automatic weapons, machine gun. He's under trenches. I'll take that away. He is not spotted, and he is firing up towards the hill here. So PDF there, and automatic weapons. Okay. Right, that's that. So that's the first one. First potential contact. Now that does now move us on to contact, which will help slightly. Obviously engaged would have been much better, but well, we might end up engaged after this one. So we've got 2 Bs to decide from, so I'm going to call this a 1, this a 2. We get a 1. So it's going to be this one up here. Probably better. Well, I don't know actually. Well, it's that one anyway, Grant. So, a B at contact, maybe 5 cards? A B at contact is indeed 5 cards, so 5 card draw, looking for contact this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, here we go. Reshuffle, so I've got to draw another card. No, one more card. Let's hope that doesn't spoil it for us. Ooh, it does not. So that's good. Yeah, that's really good actually. So we've still got, and we're shuffling the deck there as well. That was maybe, so that one's away. He's fine. Yeah, because at least this guy's not exposed and he's under trenches. So if contact does spawn, like I say, there's a possible... Actually, no, we're on row 3. So it doesn't go left or right. So, in fact, if we trigger something here, it's going to go... Yeah, it's going to go there, because that's a hill as well. So it's going to go in that hill. Don't think we need to draw for direction. Unless there's any packages, I didn't really study them all, unless there's any that do appear on the same card. Well, you can get mines, so... Managed to avoid them this mission up to now anyway. Right, so we're going to... I'm just shuffling up here still. We're going to draw 5 cards, because we're still at contact. And that's a potential contact B. So another 5 card draw. See if we can find contact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, here we go. Right off the... Oh, there's another one. Oh, come on. Just shuffled. Right, okay, so we do have a contact here. Right, well, we need to find out the package first before we make decisions on where it can go, but I get the feeling we might not be drawn to see where it can go and just placing it in that primary objective card. Yeah, because it can't go ahead. Unless it doesn't place a PDF, it could actually go into that card. That would be kind of horrible. Yeah, that would be kind of horrible. Right, sorry again, I'm just shuffling away here. Thinking. Okay. Right, what have we got this time? So, it's a package B this time. So, it's on this column here. It was row 3, but that does say row 2 or 3 in PCCs. That says PCB, so yeah, a 10 on there. We get a 1, a 1. Oh, I get the fear of that being mines or something. However, it's not package 1, so right, hang on. Right, where was I? I hadn't drawn the card yet, had I? Oh no, I did. I got a 1. Yeah, I got a 1 and was worrying about it being mines. What is this? This is a B, isn't it? Is a B. On a 1 is package 2 then. Yeah, package 2, which is on this bit. On the other page. Oh, I thought it was mines. Oh, it's incoming. Okay. Incoming, it's a mortar. So again, we're kind of lucky there. Artillery is a lot worse. So, incoming, -3 mortar, spotter, and +1 basic cover. Okay. Mortar spotter. Quite hard to see these. That's an artillery spotter. I'm pretty sure that one says mortar. Yeah. Mortar spotter. It was package 2, wasn't it? Yeah. Obviously, you can't get the straight up mines. Oh, you've got that one right enough. But no, you can't get mines. Actually, it looks like the A's and the B's are not going to give you mines when I'm looking at they won't give you package 1 or package 5, it seems. Anyway, yeah, so we got package 2, Grant, which is incoming -3 mortar spotter and +1 basic cover, place VOF, yeah, not PDF, but a VOF, yes. It's not spotted. So incoming on triggering card, spotter, there's got to be 1 at max line of sight. And then the V1 reference there is again telling you that it's got 2 fire missions. They draw 2 cards for the second mission attempt. Okay, we had this before. Don't really need to track it, so that's fine. Well, again, yeah, just before we're going to... So this is the one, this is the triggering card. And it can't... It's on row 3. 1, 2, 3. The triggering card is... Yeah, that's where the PC marker is. It's on row 3. So it can only go front left, directly ahead, or front right. Well, it cannot go front right. Oh, it can go front. It can go ahead, can't it? Oh, in actual fact, hold on here. It could go here. You know what? It could go off the map. It could go on the table at the back, couldn't it? Because this is not a hill. No, hold on. Yeah, this is below. This has got a 0. So it's down below. So it can go on that card. And in fact, that's got white borders. So it would go on the card because it can go at very long range. It doesn't need... it just needs line of sight. Yeah, it doesn't need to be a range because it's just calling the fire in. So it could So yeah, so it would go way back on that card, or it could go on this card. So I do need to decide between left or front. The front left is a 1 out of 6, and directly ahead, it's more than likely going to go directly ahead. Right, I'm just going to draw a card, actually. I hate trying to work these things out. So we're looking at the top table there, because it is on row 3. Well, actually, no, what column are you on, Grant? It's column 4, isn't it? Yeah, it's column 4. So a 1 to 2 it would be front left, a 3 to 6 it's going to go directly ahead. So let me draw a card. And it can do both of them. Yeah, it can. So on a 6, it's a 3. So it is going to be directly ahead. Yeah. And just what I said, I think. So directly ahead. It could have went in that card because it's unspotted. And it can still reside on that card because it can still call the fire in. And it could also have went in that card. That's an opposing unit as well. But same thing. And the reason it can go in that card is because this is cards down below. That's level 0, this is level 1, this is level 1, so you can see across. But the fact it can go out to very long range, and this has got white borders all around, it's going to go on a card away at the back there. So here we go. So I've got another nice gully valley for it as well. Although I suppose the white border's coming across from that side, so... So mortar spotter, under basic cover, +1 basic cover. Take this off and flip that because he's not spotted. And an incoming marker on this rolling moor. And we'll get that +1. However, we're not going to get the mist, so there's a good and a bad there. I suppose it balances it out. Right, and he does have 2 mortar missions. So that is right, Grant. He can see there, can't he? He can see very long range, which is 3 cards. He's on the same level as this, but it's got white borders. And then this is a card is a level below. So he can see right onto that card. That's fine. Yeah. Nasty. Right, okay. Let's move on and get this bit finished because I do need to move on with other things. That was the last... Was it the last one? Yeah, we didn't find the contact in that other one, did we? No. Okay. Yeah, we had this one to check, which is the one that triggered that. That was an automatic. That's a machine gun, right? And then we checked this one. It did not trigger anything. Then this one triggered that incoming mortars. Right. And now we actually move to engage, don't we? Because we've got at least 2 cards with Occupy with VOFs on them. We've got this one here and this one here. Okay. Right, moving on. That was a potential contact. Pinned recovery, I don't think so. There's no units pinned that are not on VOFs, that don't have VOFs. There's nothing pinned. Full stop, Grant. Right, combat effects. Okay. So we've not got anything to check for him because his both packages that came about are unspotted. So he's got this and then this. So we'll do them in that order. So that is automatic weapons fire, so we are going to get the miss for that. So nothing... I'll zoom in a little bit there. So that is the fire coming from up at the sparse scores there. And the reason it's... Well, actually it's white bordered through that, but this is up on a hill anyway. So right, mucking about there. Right, so +1, and he's got +1 basic cover as well. He's under a cover. So that's +2. However, the -2 takes that +2 away because for it being exposed. And then he's got a -1 for the automatic weapons. So it's -3 to +2. So he's is at -1. So we need a good card. And that's not one. Damn. -1 is a hit. He's a wine quality. He's a fire team. Well, that's a result. because he was just an assault team. So we'll just flip him over to fire team. However, he does become pinned as well. So that wasn't bad. We can live with that. And exposed will come off shortly. Take that mist away. We're not going to be able to benefit on it. So that's that combat, and then we've got this other combat down here from the mortar forward observer, calling in fire. It's a -3 for it. So nothing for the card. He gets 2 for the trenches. Doesn't get the mist. So +2. He also gets this +1 though, because it's an incoming package. So we're sitting at +3, and incoming fire is only -3. So it takes it down to a 0. So we've got a chance on a 0. That's another bad card. We get a hit again, and he's an assault team also. So again, line, and this time not so good. So not a casualty, but a paralysed team. So yeah, the one guy that was under the trenches, paralysed. Well, the good thing is he's still got. Well, hang on. We should have one of the target markers, I think. Because that was obviously, it's an automatic success to start with, and now if he fires again on that card, which he will, because there is still a well, unless I move that away. Sorry, I forgot to pin this guy as well. Unless I was to move that away, which I think it would be silly, because if I move that away out of his line of sight, he's going to look at this big juicy target. So we probably just want to leave that paralysed unit there and hope for the best, I think. So he does have one more fire mission left. He does need to draw cards for that. It's going to be a 2-card draw, but oh dear. Right, update ammo. The machine gun. Did I put an ammo counter on him? I don't think I did. Because he was a machine gun, wasn't he? I should have one lying about here. So they start with 6. So I'm just about to adjust that down to 5 then. Is this him here? Yeah, it is a machine gun. So he started with 6. He spent 1 there in firing. So he's down to 5. He's still under his trenches and unspotted. And obviously the mortar fire mission had been spent. He's got 1 left. I don't really need to track that. I'll remember that. And well, we didn't do any firing, so we've not spent any ammo. That's it. Right, clean up. Okay. Quite a few exposed. Right, I'll just pause and take them away. Right, sorry, got a phone call there. Yeah, that's me. Exposed markers off. Nothing else to come off. We've got the incoming with his target marker that stays on. So yeah, when he does, if we do leave that, it won't be a 2-card draw. He'll get that extra card draw because of that target marker. Pretty sure that's the way that works. Again, it was something I never really knew about in the game back in the day, but I've mentioned it a few times, and certainly Andrew's not tried to steer me in a different direction with that, so I must be getting that right. I think he mentioned that they're going to have different markers, because I think these should be, I'm not sure these are the right ones. Well, actually no, I was talking about World War II stuff, so I think there's some different ones that you're going to get. Whether there might be some in Fields of Fire too, I haven't looked, so. But as long as we know that's there, it's an extra card draw for them. For the second fire mission. Okay, and then I just VOS PDFs. No, still automatic weapons on that. We're not firing back. None of these guys are spotted. And that incoming marker's still there. Just remember, Grant, you cannot see out that card at the moment. So keep that in mind. Right, and then moving on to game turn 6. Yeah, well, it's going along fine. Yeah, I mean, okay, 3 casualties. I'm not too chuffed about that bit of it, but you know what? You're not going to breeze through these missions without any at all, Grant. You got to be a bit in mission 1, and even the mission 2 that I'd done. Did I have 2 casualties? I think I did, didn't I? I had 2 casualties in that second mission as well, or was it just 1? No, I think it was 2. So it's going to happen, isn't it? It's war. That's what it is. Okay, right. I'll be back later on with part 6, hopefully. Okay, cheers.